Hello, and welcome to 6 p.m. Vinyasa Yoga. My name is Poppet, for those of you who don't know me. Shout out to Motor City Street Dance Academy for making this live stream possible on their YouTube channel. As always, please make sure that if there are modifications you personally know that work for you for some of the poses we're going to do, please take those modifications as you need them. I'll be showing modifications as we go along, but what I show may not be necessarily best as what works for you. Make sure that you have your water and that you're taking your water breaks and rests as you need them. Okay? In Vinyasa Yoga, we focus a lot on connecting your breath with movement. So the two flow together, ebbing and going, and there's very little rest in between each pose. Alright, that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Balasana, child's pose. You're going to bring your big toes to touch and open your knees wide towards the width of your mat. Extend your hands out long in front of you and let your forehead rest on the earth. Take a breath in and a breath out. Seal your lips and inhale through the nose as you exhale through your nose. Starting to create tapas, fiery discipline with your Ujjayi breath. You can go ahead and tent your fingers on the earth, lifting your shoulders and arms. Breath in, breath out. On your next inhale, gently find your way up, downward facing dog. If this down dog isn't there for you, you can use the blocks to bring the earth to you. This might be especially nice for my friends who have really tight hamstrings. Go ahead and shake your head out no. Nod your head yes. Roll it around maybe. Make sure you go in both directions. Inhale high onto your tiptoes. Exhale down through your heels. Inhale high. Exhale down. Inhale lift. Exhale release. Look to your hands. Take a walk in meditation forward to ragdoll. Opposite hand to opposite elbow, feet hip distance apart. And you're going to swish and sway from side to side, alternating between bending and straightening one knee and then the other. I can always hear the blood starting to rush in between my ears here. What can you let go of? On your next exhale, release your bind. Toe heel your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Long spine. Another really good place to use blocks if you need them. On your exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, Tadasana, high mountain. Pull your belly button in as you get big and tall. On your exhale, Anjali Mudra, bring your hands to your heart and you can close your eyes. What is your intention for class today? For me, my intention is to move with a little bit more kindness to my body. I overworked it a little bit the other day, so it's really sore. So I'm going to try and be a little nicer to it. So what is it that your body needs today? Take a deep breath in, fill up. Open your mouth, sigh out. Now we begin. On your next inhale, circle arms high, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. On your exhale, you're going to plant your hands, step back, high plank. Lower to a low push-up. Remember, you can always use your knees if you have to. Inhale, up dog, Sphinx or Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale high onto your toes. Exhale to bend your knees, float to the top of your mat. Inhale, peek up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, Tadasana, rise high. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, take your vinyasa. You can either step or jump back. High, low. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Breath in, breath out. On no breath, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha, halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, bow forward. Inhale, Tadasana, all the way up to the ceiling. And keep rising until you go back, Urdhva Hastrasana. On your exhale, forward fold, back down to earth. Inhale, peek up. Exhale, jump back, Chaturanga. So Chaturanga is high to low, okay? On your inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. On your next inhale, raise your right foot straight to the back. Bend your knee, peel open. You can make little circles with your kneecap one way and the other way. Just kind of hang out for a bit, pulling your heel as close to your glute as you can. On your next inhale, extend your leg long. Downward facing dog. Set it down. Left foot lifts straight to the back. Bend your knee, peel open. Now make sure your chest is squared towards the earth. So watch out for twisting your torso. You want to keep it square. Breath in. Breath out. If you liked making the circles, you can do that on this side. Inhale. Exhale, release down to the earth. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Front foot is at 12 o'clock. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Now I have super wide hips, so I like to move my back foot a little bit over to the left to give myself more of like a train track stance. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, open warrior two. Now your back foot pivots to be parallel with the back of your mat. Your front heel is perpendicular with your back instep. Breath in, breath out. Inhale to straighten your front leg. Exhale to bend your knee. Make sure your knee never goes past your toes. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Pull your belly in. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath in. On your exhale, cartwheel your arms down to the ground. Try a one-legged chaturanga. Then we find our way to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Square your hips towards the front of the room. Adjust your stance as you need. If balance is super wibbly wobbly, you can always use a chair in front of you to hold on to, or beside you. If you have super tight shoulders, you can bring your arms to goalposts. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale. On your exhale, open warrior two. Adjust your stance. Make sure your torso is centered on top of your hips as opposed to leaning forward. We don't want a ham taco. We want a hip sandwich, like an open face sandwich. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Careful not to lock your knee. Inhale. Exhale. Last one up. And on your exhale, cartwheel down. Try that one-legged chaturanga here. Then take your up dog to downward facing dog. Good work. Walk your hands to your feet. Toe heel your feet together. Bend your knees, sit low. Utkatasana, chair pose. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Look to the top of your mat. Walk your hands out. High plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right foot. Lift it high. Bend your knee, peel open. On your exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Cheetah. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, long. Knee to left elbow. Inhale, back. Step your foot between your hands, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Exhale, open warrior two. Flip your front palm, Shanti warrior, reverse. And on your exhale, side angle pose. Now you can either take your elbow to your thigh and reach up, or you can take a block to the inside of your front foot and place your hand on the block. As you're ready, extend your side angle. Breath in, breath out. On your next exhale, plant your hands. Take your vinyasa chaturanga. High, low, inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. Raise your left foot straight to the back. Bend your knee, peel open. Breath in, breath out. Last inhale. On your exhale, cheetah, hug in. Inhale, long. Knee to left elbow. Inhale, back. Knee to right elbow. Inhale, back. Step your foot between your hands, warrior one. Inhale to rise. Exhale, open warrior two. Once your foundation is set, you can flip your front palm. Take your Shanti warrior. Breath in. On your exhale, side angle pose with the block or elbow on top of thigh. And then as you're ready, extend your side angle. Remember to barrel your chest towards the ceiling. Take a breath in and a breath out. Engage your torso. That means to fire up every muscle along your ribs and in your belly. Don't just dump all of your weight into your hips. On your next exhale, take your vinyasa. High, low, inhale Urdhva, exhale Adho Mukha. Take 3 super deep breaths here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Empty out. Look to your hands. Walk your hands, not hands, what are those? Those are called feet. Look to your feet. Walk your hands to your feet. See, it's like being in a real class with me. Toe heel your feet together. Bend your knees, sit low, chair pose. Utkatasana. The pose of 1,000 names. It's called chair pose, queen's throne, queen's chair, thunderbolt pose. It's got lots of different names. Sometimes when I'm in this pose, I just think about all those different names and what other names I'd like to give this pose, but I'm not allowed to say. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. On your exhale, walk your hands back out. High plank. Vashisthasana on the right. Right hand or forearm down. Left hand lifts. Now you can either take this high plank like so, or you can come down to a knee, or you can take this another step and come down to a forearm. Practice whichever one feels best to you, okay? Set your gaze towards your top hand, and all you're gonna do is thread it under and then lift it back up. Just like that, super chill, right? Here we go. Down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale, inhale. On your exhale, high plank. Make sure your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulder. Vashisthasana on the left. Left hand or forearm down, right hand lifts. On your mark, get set, you know what comes next. Exhale, thread, inhale, lift. Exhale, down, inhale, up. Exhale, inhale. Last one down, inhale, lift. Exhale, back, high plank, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Step your right foot forward, high crescent lunge. So notice that my back heel is up on the ball of my back foot. So I'm all the way on my tiptoe. My front knee stays stacked on top of the ankle. Exhale your hands to your heart. Then you're going to pull your belly button in as much as you can as you lean forward. On your next exhale, you're going to twist your crescent lunge. Elbow to the outside of your front thigh. If this twist isn't there for you, you can bring your left hand down to the floor or block on the inside of your front foot and go for a dragonfly prayer twist. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Now imagine there's an invisible rope above your top fingers and you grab onto it, and on your next inhale you find yourself floating, floating, floating up until you are in a reverse crescent lunge, creating that crescent moon shape out of your body, looking towards your back heel. On your next exhale, plant your hands, take your vinyasa. High, low, inhale up, exhale down dog. Now we get to do the left side. Step your left foot forward. High crescent. Take time to build your foundation, set up. And as you're ready, exhale your hands to your heart, pull your belly in. Hinge forward. Create as much space as you can between your torso and your ribs. And then as you're ready, take your twist. Pravita Anjaneyasana. Now this might be your twist, or this might be your twist. Find the one that feels best in your body today. With every inhale, you grow long through the crown of your head. And with every exhale, you open up. Now find that invisible rope above your fingertips. Grab onto it. And on your inhale, slowly, 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 rise, rise, rise. The worst that happens is you lose your balance. And the ground's always there to catch you, so that's not so bad now, is it? Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale. On your exhale, cartwheel your arms back down to earth. High plank, low plank. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. On no breath, hop to the top of your mat. Toe heel your feet, hip distance. That's the width of 2 fists now. Pada Gustasana. You're going to take your 2 peace fingers and bind the inside of your big toes. From here, you're just going to fold in. I like to alternate between bending my knees and straightening my legs, keeping my chest as close to my thighs as possible. So go ahead and try that out a couple times. On your exhale, release. Toe heel your feet together. Bend your knees, sit low. Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale your hands to your heart. Pravita Utkatasana to the left. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. I like to turn my top hand into a fist and punch it into my bottom hand. Helps me press my shoulder blades together. Breath in, breath out. On your next inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Toe heel your feet hip distance. Padahastasana, gorilla. You're going to take your padas, the soles of your feet, and step on your hastas, the palms of your hands. Bend your knees as much as you need to in order to get your toes to tickle your wrist creases. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Shift your weight forward. Exhale. Shift your weight forward and see if you can pick up. Exhale. One heel. Shift your weight forward and the other heel. If you can pick up. Exhale. Resist the urge to strain your head forward and see if you can let it hang heavy.
Let go of the need for control. The worst that happens is you somersault, right? On your next exhale, release. Plant your hands. Toe heel your feet back together. Bend your knees, sit low, chair pose. Round 533. Exhale your hands to your heart. Twist your pose to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside of your right knee. Check your kneecaps, make sure they're in line with each other. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Take one more round of breath in. Exhale, release, forward fold. Toe heel your feet out to the same distance as your mat. Then toe heel your toes out, heels in. Sink low, Buddha squat. Using your elbows now to press your hips wide. Slow down your heartbeat, the rhythm of your breath. If your mind has started to wander, call it back. We're going to do something really fun here. You're going to slowly come to your sit bones, just like that. Then you're going to take your two peace fingers, and you're going to bind the insides of your toes. Then you're going to flex your feet. Get really tall through your chest and proud. And then you're going to take your right foot, just lift it up. You might be able to straighten it. It may have to stay bent. That's okay. Go wherever it lets you. Now do the left side. Good. Now see if you can lift up both feet and straighten out your legs as much as you can, keeping your chest high. Nice. Now, if you want to take this a step further, see if you can close your feet in front of your face. Navasana boat pose. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do something really fun here, okay? You're going to exhale to open up your legs, and then check in behind you to make sure you've got lots of space so that you don't hit your head on anything. You're going to roll back, and then roll back up and see if you can come back to that Navasana. And then you're going to roll back, roll forward. Kind of like a happy clown doing somersaults because it's been super nice outside the past couple days, right? Well, wherever it is you are, I hope it's been super nice the past couple days. We're only going to go for 3, 2, 1, and release your heels back down to the ground. Good job. Cross your ankles, stack forward, find your way into a neutral table. Go ahead and wag your tail side to side. On your exhale, you're going to tuck your chin around your spine. Cat, inhale to cow. Lifting your head, dropping your belly. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale. Inhale. Last exhale. Stay for your inhale. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Look to your hands, lightly step or hop to the top. Inhale halfway, exhale forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, Tadasana. Exhale your hands long beside you, palms face forward, Samastahiti. We're now going to take Vrikstrasana. So you're going to take your right foot and place it either kickstand on your ankle, or it can come to your calf, or it can come to your thigh. If you want to be super fancy, you can go ahead and do a half lotus leg. I'm going to bring my foot to my thigh. Once your feet are grounded, you can now take your hands and we're going to bind them behind your low back to get into our shoulders. If this bind is not there for you, you can use a towel and grab onto that with your hands. Breath in, breath out. Press your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, exhale. Hug your hands even closer together. On your next inhale, keeping the bind in your hands, lift your right knee into your chest, and then on your exhale, shoot it behind you. Bound airplane. And as you're ready, you can exhale your hands to let go, taking your full Dekasana. Make sure the toes of your extended leg are pointed down, keeping your hips square. Exhale your hands to your heart, Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. I like using a block underneath my left hand. It helps me keep from dumping all of my weight into my left hip. As you reach your right hand high, inhale, exhale. Take one more breath in, exhale, release, forward fold. Good work. Go ahead and turn your hands into fists and you can drum out any drama going on in your calves, your glutes, your quads, your thighs. It's the only time in class you're allowed to beat yourself up. On your next inhale, rise all the way up, Tadasana. Exhale your hands to Samastahiti. Now you're going to take your left foot and place it anywhere but your knee. So remember, you can either do the kickstand, you can place it on your calf, it can come to your thigh, or it can come to a half lotus. Once it's there, interlace your fingers behind your back. Lift your chest. Keep your breath steady and set your gaze on a point that doesn't move. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through your nose. Pick up all 5 toes of your right foot to ground down into the 4 corners of that foot. On your next inhale, lift your left knee into your chest, then shoot it behind you. Bound airplane. And then as you're ready, you can release your bind for your full Dekasana. Take a breath in and a breath out. Exhale your hands to your heart. Half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. Again, I like to bring my right hand down to the floor or a block as I use my left hand to peel my hip open before I reach it towards the ceiling. Point check your grounded foot. Make sure your toes are facing 12 o'clock. My foot's always trying to pigeon in, which is another reason why I like the block. It helps me correct that so that my body is properly aligned. Breath in, breath out. Inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. On your exhale, take your Vinyasa Chaturanga. High, low, inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Raise your right foot straight to the back. Step it through Trikonasana, triangle pose. So from here, you're going to straighten your left leg, bring your right hand down to the floor or block, and then extend your left hand up towards the ceiling. Back foot is parallel to the back of your mat. So this is like warrior two legs with a straight front leg. Breath in. Exhale to frame your front foot with both hands. Step your left foot halfway up, halfway over to the left. Pyramid. Inhale, peek up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, length. On your exhale, take your vinyasa. Plant your hands, step back. High, low, inhale up, exhale down dog. If you ever need to skip a chaturanga or to modify it, please do so. Honor your practice. Take your left foot, step it through, triangle pose. Making warrior 2 feet, then straightening your front leg as you peel your hip open. Back foot parallel to the back of your mat, front foot perpendicular to your back instep. Breath in, breath out. Inhale. On your exhale, frame your front foot with both hands. Step your right foot halfway up, halfway over to the right. Pyramid. Make sure you're picking up all 10 toes. We don't want a pterodactyl claw onto the mat. Inhale, peek up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, length. Exhale, bow. Breath in. On your exhale, plant your hands. Take your vinyasa chaturanga. Vinyasa, to flow from one step to the other, just like water flows from one location to the next. Just like your breath ebbs and flows in your body. Inhale high onto your tiptoes. Look towards your hands. Exhale to bend your knees. Hop through your hands to seated. Nice and long legs. Plant your hands behind you. Plant your feet. On your next inhale, reverse table. Lift your hips. Be careful not to dump your head back. Keep your neck in neutral, in line with your spine. On your exhale, release. Good. Extend your left foot long. Take your right leg and stack it on top of your left thigh. Right ankle on top, creating a figure 4. From here, you're going to square over your left leg with your chest, and then as you're ready, hinge forward. Modified double pigeon. I like to use a block or a big book to support the outside of my top foot. It helps me not put like all of my weight on top of my bottom thigh, which can get really uncomfortable. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, lift back up. Exhale to release your leg out. Switch sides. Left ankle stacks on top of your right thigh, stacking the left outside of your foot on your block or big book if you'd like. Take a breath in and a breath out.
How deeply can you fold over your extended leg? On your next inhale, lift back up. Exhale to reach your foot out. Bring both feet in for a nice close butterfly. Get really, really tall in your spine through the crown of your head. And with a flat back, as flat as possible, start to hinge forward. Now, if you can't hinge very far with a flat back, that's okay. You can place your hands on blocks or big books to help with reach. I want you to really press your thighs down to the ground. Remember to keep your back as flat as you can as you fold. Once your back starts rounding, that's when you know you've gone too deep. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. Take one more breath in, empty out. Inhale to lift your way back up. Extend both feet long out in front of you. Reach your hands long out in front like Frankenstein, and you're slowly going to lower onto your back for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2 and a half, and find a happy tremble in your hover. Peek up at your toes and count all 10 toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. There's nothing left to do but Shavasana, deep rest. You can let your eyes grow heavy as your body releases any and all tension back into the earth. Your breath comes and goes naturally. There's no more ujjayi. Allow yourself this gentle, clear space to just be. If your mind starts to wander, simply and calmly call it back. Back to your body, back to breath. Take a big breath in, extend your arms overhead, wiggle your fingers and your toes, roll your wrists, and then on your exhale, roll over onto your favorite side in a curled up position. And with your eyes still closed, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat, facing whichever direction makes the most sense for where you are. Inhale your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for sharing the gift of your practice and for allowing me the honor of serving as your guide. Inhale your thumb knuckles to your third eye center. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Yay! Excellent job, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today Besides these yoga classes, I also do strength training sessions as well as online personal training, and you can find more information about what I offer on my Instagram at @DancePoppetDance, and also be sure to check out all the other great classes that Motor City Street Dance Academy is offering via live stream. Alright, thank you so much and have a fantastic rest of your evening. Goodbye! I hope I see you next week.